Hi everybody, all Becca in the kitchen. Hey, how are Becca Boos? Y'all doing good tonight? I hope so. As you can see, the camera's pointing down. It's pointing down on a pan of bread. That's those croissants. Yep. I put them in there because I thought I'd try my hand at making something very different. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I guess we'll all find out together. So what I decided is to make some candy. Candy out of the bread, like I usually make the cracker candy. I'm Becca Booze. Hey, I'm going to make some let's say croissant candy. Let's keep it down like that so you guys won't see all of my things that I'm going to make later as well. So right now what we have here is a half a cup. We usually use 1 cup of brown sugar and 2 cups of 1 cup of brown sugar and two bars of butter, or 2 sticks of butter. Bars or sticks? What do y'all want me to say? Bars of butter or 2 sticks of butter? Well, okay, alright. So there it is. That's the croissants. Well, what happened was they were good, but I wanted to see if I could make the cracker croissant candy the same way that I made the cracker candy. So anyway, we're getting out right now the infamous candy thermometer, which I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna have to take a fork right now to get my brown sugar out because it's hardened already. It don't take no time for the brown sugar to harden, but it'll come right up once I see, like that. Clip it in. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a cup of brown sugar and a full stick of butter, and I'm blending those together in the pan to see how it works. We don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. I never tried this recipe before. It's something new. But I'm going to try it today. So while that's cooking down, because it doesn't take much, babes, Becca Boos, it doesn't take much for the brown sugar to melt. All you got to do is put a little heat on the brown sugar and it's going to melt, baby. It's going to melt. Well, not necessarily heat. All you got to do is put a little liquid on brown sugar and it will melt. So if it's hard, you can have a hard piece of brown sugar in your hand, but once it gets in with something that's liquid, it melts. So right now, I'm just cooking it the normal way that we would cook the brown sugar and butter for the cracker candy. And it's just melting the butter and the brown sugar together. Meanwhile, I'm going to let it go ahead and cook and put the thermometer on there. So right now the thermometer is way below 100, so let's put it on the pan. See, when it shoots up to a certain degrees, that's when we know it's time. I said time for us to take it off. Let's see what's going on here. Is it shooting up? Yipper! Shooting on up. Shooting on up. Okay. Oh, goodness, it's shooting on up. Let's just see how this turns out. So it's nothing in here but a half a cup of brown sugar and 1 stick of butter. And I'm just stirring it up until it gets to a certain degrees. So far it's at 300. Supposed to be right now, the degrees that it's at now is when I'm supposed to move it back. But I'm not just yet. And then once I get it set back off the fire, oh, it's beautiful though. Yes. I wish you guys could see that candy thermometer, but it's at 400 already. Which means that's hard candy. Hard candy. So I'm going to turn it off. And I have a few crumbs on the stove. I'm going to move those off. I'm going to keep stirring it a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a teaspoon, basically, of the vanilla. And pour it in. You guys see what's going on? Can you see that? You hear it? Yep, that's what's happening. We'll see how things turn out. But right now, it's going down. It's cooling, but it's still at 375. So all I did was stir it a little bit more. Put the vanilla in it. And now I'm just going to pour the liquid over the bread. Just like that. I'm going to put the candy thermometer down. I'm going to take the liquid and just spread it all over the bread. Just spread it all around. And it doesn't matter because that's just croissants. It's kind of a sweet bread anyway. I'm just trying to see what I'm going to come up with here. Will it turn out to be really super good? Will it be not good? What's going to come of this? We'll see when it comes out. So right now, I spread everything all around, and I'm going to show it to you because it just looks like brown sugar on bread. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the 350 oven. And let's see if I can get it to boil up. Get it boil up, boil up, boil up, boil up. But so far, you guys, it looks like it's going to be something good. Good, gooey, delicious. You'll see. Now that's the way it looks going in the oven. Now I'm going to leave it in it's supposed to be in a 350 oven for 4 minutes, but the oven hasn't quite got all the way up to 350 yet. Meanwhile, I'm going to wash the pan so that all that stickiness can come out. So what y'all been doing all day? I know you guys can see the window back there and my patio and everything, but it won't be mine much longer. At least unless I want to rent it or use it with company. But I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, I'm downsizing again, so, that's the way it is. You downsize. I don't need no upsizing. And I don't need extra responsibilities. I don't even want a puppy or a dog or any children, no puppies, no dogs. Yeah, sure, I love them. I love them a lot, but I don't want the responsibility of these things. When I want to move, I want to move. I don't want to have to worry or not whether my child or my dog or my pet is okay. Because when I move, my pet got to move with me, okay? So, good thing I don't have a pet because that just cost me more and I have to deal with it in that way. So right now, you guys, what I'm doing is I've got the whole world in my hands. Now, I've got the croissants with that liquid poured on top in the oven. And I'm trying to wait to see if it bubbles up. But it wasn't quite on 400, but it looks like it's hardening up. But I'm gonna let it go ahead and get, see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Hilarious. Meanwhile, I wanted to use, it's going to be good, y'all, because it's still got to put the hot chocolate on it and these nuts. I wanted to use pecans. Well, the only pecans I had were whole pecans, so I had to put these pecans through the food processor and get them in this way. Look at these. I put them in the food processor and chopped them all up. Love a food processor. Love an air fryer. The largest one, or maybe two. Love myself. Love you, my Becca Boos. So much. I do. I really appreciate you coming into the room with me. I want to say, I want to get off of here, but I really can't because you're not going to be able to see the process of this candy. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Well, we'll see. Any minute now. Well, meanwhile, over here on the side, of course, I have these chocolates that are going to go on first. Once it gets super hot in there, I'm going to put these chocolates on. Then I'm going to put those nuts on. I have more chocolates over here that I picked up and cleaned today. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and put on my glasses because I'm very particular about, look, that's that king crab. Showed you that this morning. Told you I was going to make something. Right now, I'm just going to get a little bit out. Let y'all see it. Let y'all see that. That's that flaky white, delicious. Look. Get a bite. I love king crab, y'all. Nobody's gonna eat but me. Girl, don't eat all the crab before you get the crab put in where it's supposed to go. I ain't. Well, what you gonna do? I'm gonna make some egg rolls. Well, y'all know that's a job. I'm gonna put in the egg rolls some avocado, some crab, and some cream cheese that I have in there, and see how that turns out. Right now, I'm just gonna open this piece of crab up. Look, you guys. Look at that. Pull it out, because this is about what comes inside. Okay? And then take it over here, right? And just give it a little rinse. You might say, why, Becca? Because it has like little white things and this and that on it. And I like to take all of that stuff off. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Some people might say, oh, you losing crab, child. Best believe I ain't losing no crab. So this is my job. I go in, I pull it out, I clean it off. I'll show y'all when I get it. I'm going to try to go real fast because I really got to get back in that oven and get that candy out that I'm making. Amen. Adiasata. Holy Father, make it good. So y'all know it's going to be good now for sure. Hold on. Let me finish with this. I'm almost done. What I do is I pick through that crab meat, that king crab, when I'm going to eat it out of the shell. I'm very, 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 very particular about it. So, guys, I'm just cleaning it. Cleaning all the crab meat out of the skin. Out of the meat that I want. And I'll show it to you. And I'll show you all that skin. Look, this is all that skin and stuff. I didn't want all that skin and stuff. I did not want that. I did not. So, there's a little bit more crab. Pull that out. But I'm really, if you want somebody to clean the crab, I'm the bomb at cleaning it. Anyway, so that's the little bit that I got out. But it don't matter. I still got a whole king crab to take apart. And don't worry about it, because don't worry about it. Because it's going into the egg rolls. That's not getting hot, y'all. Maybe I should have used the two. Now, we trying something different. Don't worry about it, but it's going to be alright. It's going to be alright, y'all. It's going to be alright, that candy I'm making. You know, when I was little, they said I was icky, picky, and particular. Well, I'm pretty much still the same way. Icky, picky, particular. I just want you to know I don't mean no harm. That's just the way that I am. My soul says yes. Oh, praise the Lord, child. I love key crab. It's smelling up. It's getting right up in that oven. It's getting right. It's just a little bit, y'all, but it's gonna be enough because y'all know I like vegetables anyway. So inside of the crab meat egg rolls, it says, I told you already, but I'm gonna tell you again. It's gonna be the crab meat. Oh yeah, it's getting right. It's gonna be the crab meat. It's gonna be some cabbage, of course. That's what goes in egg rolls. I'm gonna have maybe a couple of slivers of spinach in there, and then I'm gonna have some cheese, of course, some jack cheese. I got the shredder out to shred that. I'm gonna shred some jack cheese in it, and pretty much go on and call that a day. But I'm getting really hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off right now because I just wanted you guys to see when I did the other two things. But maybe I could bring you back on to show it to you, and then we'll go from there. All right, hang on.